Very nice. The Bank of Canada today warning in Canada that consumers face a real shock if home prices should decline precipitously because more and more of us are taking home equity loans. This is a big concern. This is exactly the kind of thing that got a lot of Americans into trouble, and they found themselves with more debt than they had equity in their house. And it's happening here, too. The amount of equity we have is falling.
There's really two issues here. The first is the issue of continuing to lever up as the value goes up, so that if you have an 80% loan to value or 90% as the value goes up, you can extract more and more cash out of the mortgage. Yeah. So that you have the reverse effect of what you would have had in the 50s or 60s when the goal was after 30 years or 35 years that you'd own your home outright and that would be part of your retirement plan, that's no longer the case. If anything, your payments will go up. Yeah. And then you get the idea of a potential death spiral if interest rates go up, and that means that people can't refi, which means that people have to sell, which means that prices go down, which means that loan-to-values are now higher. Right. You can see how that creates a death spiral where that's exactly what happened in the U.S. People end up underwater, and you have a true fiasco. Absolutely.
And the Bank of Canada, of course, knows very well that it at some point will have to move to raise rates. That'll catch some people off guard, and that may, in fact, be the catalyst for the home prices to fall. So some people are really, and in fact, it seems as though the growth in some of these loans are right at the margin. It's the people who can least afford it.
That's right. And people often forget that if you have these 30 and 35-year amortization periods, about 99% of every payment you're making in the first year is interest. Yeah. And so that has a very big effect. Even a quarter of a point change on your interest payment will have a very big effect in your monthly payment.